For an organization that wants to make better use of it, how would they frame a big data strategy for themselves? What would be the key things that they would have to bear in mind and then try and apply?
I think for organizations, they have to be culturally ready. Yeah, so they have to have the evidence-based decision-making process. So, for example, I do have when I was working with Alibaba. So one of the manager we interviewed, he told us, if the result of data analytics can confirm my decision, I'm going to adopt it. Otherwise, I will leave it alone. So what does it mean? So what is the point of you using data analytics? Is only to confirm your decision. If it doesn't confirm your decision, you reject it. So this is you see the cultural problem. And we also have another example is the data analytical result suggests that the company, if you want to improve your profitability, you need to revamp your supply chain. But the company is not ready to do this kind of change at all. So the result of data analytics is also in vain, no use. Yeah, so I think if you really want to benefit from big data analytics, you need to be culturally ready. You need to, it's not just like hiring some data scientist, maybe set up a data analytics department, but if the company is not ready for the change, this is very artificial and very superficial.
Yeah. I would say for any company, they should always start with their what. What is it that they're trying to do? What's their use case, right? And you might have one simple use case or might have multiple complex ones. And that then the next question, and if you're doing a job already for years, you probably at least have domain experts. You know what data you need in order to do your job better, right? So that's the next thing. And that is not a data question, that is a business question that they should be able to answer, even if it have nothing to do with data. But what comes next is that then you have to ask yourself, how quickly I can get this data for every single point of decision. Rather than having for one project or another project, the question is how quickly I can get it, regardless of where it is. I want all my data as quickly as possible. If that is how you approach it and you incentivize people to share data, then you start building a system, building a group that works together in order to remove the friction when data moves from one place to another. Whatever data you have, if at any given time you don't know where it is and how it ended up there and where it's supposed to go next, there is a problem with your operation. You are losing something, opportunity, revenue, whatever that is. So that's the approach that I would suggest any company should take, really top down from their use case.
I think two things were mentioned. I think there are three sides to what I see as a triangle, right? The first is what Parviz was talking about, the business case, which is really what you need to do to win. Because if you don't know as a business how you're going to win in the market, you don't know what data you need to answer what question. So you may have a lot of data, and I've heard many people telling me this, I've got a lot of data, we just don't know how to use it. How do you know whether your data is good or not? Maybe a lot of crap, right? So just keeping everything is not a solution as well, right? So the first thing is you need to know what you need to do in the market. And if you don't know that, no data scientist can help, right? No matter how smart they are. The second thing comes down to, we talked about, so once you know that, then that whole thing about, okay, these are the use cases, this is the data I need, what do I have, how do I build it, what's my backend system I need to invest to put it all together, etc. And then the third part is I wouldn't call it the third part, is the culture, that how do you focus everybody? And I think Parviz mentioned about top down, because if you let every leader go off on their own tangent, you're going to have a lot of projects happening, and everybody somehow thinks that because I have a lot of data activity going on, it's all going to miraculously come together. It doesn't. It just creates a lot of chaos and complexity in the organization and wasted money.